Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And incomplete on the deep ball. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Two-spin. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Ready. We're waiting.
Throwing now is Breeze. Uses the spin. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Now Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Hey, ready.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. It's hauled in by Ben Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Breeze going to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this 1st half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Ready. You waiting?
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Mike 5-9. Mike 5-9.
They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying